Bitcoin keeps on pumping higher and higher towards the upside, so I need to be explaining exactly why this is right now happening. Yesterday we had a little bit of a correction back towards the downside. This was because of the CPI data, and a lot of Bitcoin liquidity is starting to pile up once again. So a massive move is going to be imminent. So can we once again push up the likes back above the 130 likes? That will be absolutely amazing. And as always, let's first of all have a look into that imminent short term. And what we can be seeing over here is that we are creating a beautiful support trend line, getting supported once again from it yesterday after we got our minor dump towards the downside because of the CPI data. Because yesterday we actually got our CPI data getting released, and at the point where we got this data released, well, that was exactly the point where we saw this huge Bitcoin dump. Now we also did kind of see our bearish divergence actually playing out on that 4-hourly time frame, but actually what we can be seeing right now is that the Bitcoin funding rates are still very low, and even on OKX, well, they are even trading negative. And what you need to understand is that this is a very bullish signal for the market. This is meaning that actually Bitcoin traders are trying to short market, and we do know that the majority of the Bitcoin traders are usually wrong. So yeah, that means that it is going to be more likely that we are actually going to be seeing another upside move getting created. Purely having a look into what's the Bitcoin funding rates, it is looking very good. Now, what we also do know is that Bitcoin tends to move towards where the majority of the liquidity is actually sitting at. And we can be seeing that a lot of Bitcoin liquidity is starting to be created on that downside. Now, also another very important thing to do keep in mind is that Bitcoin just takes out the liquidity towards the upside because we are trading in a strong uptrend and institutions are buying Bitcoin right now. So because of this, well, Bitcoin just tends to take out all of the liquidity towards the upside and not so much towards the downside. And once again, we are starting to create some liquidity towards the upside once again. So this could be meaning that we can be seeing another move up being created anytime soon. Now, eventually, I do think we are going to be taking out all our liquidity towards the downside. So do be aware that a huge dump could be happening, but I'm going to be talking about that a little bit later. First of all, we need to be talking about the fact why Bitcoin is pumping so much towards the upside. And well, this is just basically the case because institutions are so bullish on Bitcoin right now. Basically, we can be seeing each and every single day a new all-time high in net inflows getting created. Yesterday, we once again saw another net inflow of $631 million into the spot Bitcoin ETFs, the biggest daily inflow so far. And what you need to understand is that institutions are bullish on Bitcoin right now. They are buying because they know what is coming. It is not the real retail money which is buying right now. The smart money is actually buying right now, and do keep this in mind because you actually want to be following this smart money. So yeah, volumes and net inflows of the spot Bitcoin ETF is increasing very rapidly, and this trend is only continuing towards the upside. And what you just need to understand is that we can be having a look into all of these Bitcoin bearish charts, because yes, the charts are actually looking quite bearish in my opinion, but eventually what will just be the deciding factor is going to be if there is going to be buying going on or if there is going to be selling going on. And if these institutions are just going to be keeping on buying up more Bitcoin, well, that is just going to be pushing up the Bitcoin price even higher. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Now, on top of that, the Bitcoin funding rates are actually also looking very good. We are not seeing any euphoria reaching the market yet. Actually, people are trying to be shorting this Bitcoin pump, which is actually only adding more fuel for Bitcoin to pump even higher, because that means that liquidity will once again start to build up on that top side again. Now guys, before talking about the longer term charts, because the longer term is actually looking quite bearish in my opinion, well guys, if you are going to be interested in trading, make sure to go ahead towards this link in the description, because you can right now claim $220 by only depositing $100. So make sure to go ahead towards this link down below, sign up a new account, because this offer is only available whenever you do use that link down below. Make sure to check it out. And on top of that, my next Bitcoin trade, I will also be launching it on DeepCoin over on copy trading. So you can be following me over on copy trading, search my name Mr. Crypto, and you can be following me over here. Now the best thing is, this exchange requires no KYC and it has no restrictions, so everyone can be signing up. Now with that being said, yes, Bitcoin is reaching some very important resistance areas. Okay, definitely. In my opinion, I'm getting a little bit more cautious over here. On the weekly time frame, we are creating a bearish divergence and we are hitting major resistance areas. So this weekly close is going to be very decisive, because if we can literally be breaking above these levels of resistance, well, that is going to be a catalyst of a huge Bitcoin bull run. But whenever we do not close above, well, we can be finding ourselves a horrible rejection from this level. So yeah, this is going to be a huge decision moment for Bitcoin. I've been talking about it many times on this channel already. So yeah, definitely do be aware and definitely also do be a little bit more cautious. Now, with that being said, we are currently on our way of closing our 6th trade green monthly candle in a row. That is absolutely wonderful, but also do keep in mind with this that after 6 months of green candles in a row, well, eventually we are going to be seeing another red candle being created. So yeah, stay a little bit realistic. I'm not trying to be very bearish over here, but definitely I am going to be a little bit more cautious. Now, with that being said, make sure to be following me on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.